What is going on, everybody? It's Dave in here helping you play creatively. One of the most common questions I get in my emails is, how do I move from chord to chord much more quickly? I feel as though I'm learning songs, but I can't move fluidly. I feel as though I don't know how to learn music fast. Today, I'm going to give you some tips to help you move from chord to chord much more fluidly. Let's get right to it. One of the first things you should begin to do is memorize chord shapes. Let's look at a D major chord. This D major chord here looks like a triangle to me, with here being a bass, that being the point on top, and here being another bass. You can take this same position and move it over to an E major. It's the exact same shape. You can move it over to A major and you can get the exact same shape. You can take another shape like an E flat major, and to me, this shape looks like an upside down triangle with the bass being at the top and the point being at the G and the next bass being at B flat. And you can move this over to A flat. You can move this over to D flat. All right. Now let's look at one more, C major. Everything here looks pretty flat to me. What I see is that I'm playing a note, I'm skipping a note, I'm playing a note, I'm skipping a note, I'm playing a note. And I can just take this same position and move it over to F major. And it's, while a different chord, everything else looks the same. So it's important to memorize shapes. Now, another thing that's important for you to do is memorize your hand movements. Let's take this chord progression, D major to A major to B minor to G major. Now, I'm going to memorize my hand movements in that I'm going to think about, okay, I'm playing a D triangle shape and my next chord is an A, which looks just like a triangle to me, right? So my first two chords are triangles. It might seem really elementary, but this is really how the process I used to memorize songs early on. My next chord is a B minor. And what I'm thinking is, okay, this is a completely different shape, but it looks so much like D major, except the only thing I'm missing is the A, and I'm replacing that with a B. All right, so that's B minor. And then to play a G major, I would think, oh, wow, these two notes are very similar to B minor. And the only thing that I'm adding that's new is the G. Okay, so I would simplify things as much as possible. I would think about what I already knew and then how what I knew could be applied to what I didn't know already. All right, the next thing is I think you should learn chord inversions. We're going to play all that progression again. But if you notice, everything was in root position. Now, what we're going to do here is we're going to change it. And also, by the way, everything was in root position. I also made a bunch of jumps. Okay, now watch this. I'm going to keep everything in this same area. Now, which one do you think is easier? Or the second one was way easier to me, okay? And the reason for that is because I learned some chord inversions. So my first chord is a D major, but instead of playing my A major with this triangle shape, jumping all the way there, I just think, okay, what's the easiest way to get to the next notes that I need? So I already have an A over here, so I don't need to move this from there. The only things I need to add are the E and the C sharp. I got them like that. They're right there, okay? The next chord is a B minor, and only thing I really need to add for my right hand for B minor are the D and the F sharp. And I'm gonna keep that A because it doesn't hurt anything. Then there's a real reason why I'm keeping the A, but we're not gonna get into all that right now. So we're gonna play my B minor like that or like that, okay? And then for the G major, okay, when I'm playing this B minor, I realized the only thing else I need to add for the G major is really a G. I have all the other notes right here, already played when I played that B minor chord. So I'm just adding it like that, okay? So much more easier than. All right, now let's review. First thing is begin to memorize shapes. This is absolutely essential. From there, begin to think about your hand movements. What is my hand doing rather than what are the next notes that I need to play? And then finally, learn inversions. This is absolutely essential in helping you grow as a piano player. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching. If you want to grow in your piano playing journey, I certainly recommend you check out my free membership in the links below, where you can get access to courses and charts and other resources to help you grow in your piano playing journey. But until next time, keep watching, keep learning, and we'll all keep growing together. I'll see you guys next week.